How's it going, guys? It's Friday, January 26th. I got you this week's saltwater video. A lot of really cool, fun stuff this week around. Really good stuff this week, but also going to try something a little different, kind of midway through the video. Let me know how that pans out. You'll see it when we get there. But let's get it started. Starting us out for the week, we've got a handful of some really cool anthiuses, starting with these little Dispyrantheus. Personal favorite of mine. These guys are a real fun anthias, great schoolers, and something about that little nose they have I absolutely love. Continuing on from them, a couple of beautiful, gorgeous purple queen anthias. Hanging around, of course, your wonderful little layer-tail anthias. Oh, of course, second I want to show off one of the really pretty guys, the little purple queen you see up top there. She disappeared on me and I didn't even realize it. But there she is. Beautiful little purple queen anthias, and then the big guys here are your pretty yellow anthias. Really nice stuff. Hanging out with them. Gorgeous Fiji fox face. Beautiful powder blue tang. Nice little one-spot fox face. And kind of a save my personal favorite for last moment. An absolutely stunning looking Aruga butterfly. I love these guys. Just the crisscross, like lattice stripe pattern, the spot on the fin, the black mask. They just have so many cool design philosophies going for them. Absolutely love these guys. Great fish. Up next this week, I think by now we know I love oddballs, but I could not show off this quirky little guy. This guy hanging out in the corner back there is an awesome looking rhino blenny. A really cool blenny species. I know a lot of times we think blennies, we think like the lawnmower blennies and such, but these guys are a bit different. They're going to act a little bit more like your Midas blennies and stuff. They're a bit more, less perching, more swimming around. Really, really cool guys, and obviously named rhino blennies for that cool frontal fin they have that almost looks like a big horn. And hanging out with them here, beautiful indigo hamlet. Really cool, kind of bright blue species that kind of looks like a little snapper. But it's also much more peaceful and easy to keep. Love these guys, have one in my tank. Really cool. And up next this week, we got a whole assortment of some really cool clowns in this week, so I'm going to snap through a few of those real quick. Starting with the gorgeous little naked clown here, and moving right along into this really cool chocolate brown, kind of almost solid chocolate except for a few white spots on the head and a cool orange face. I'm not even particularly sure what to call that, but I can tell you it's really cool. Moving on from there, we have this absolute beefcake of a black snowflake. I know it doesn't come through too well on video, but this is a really, really big, robust clown. If you want a well-started clown, or if you're trying to make a pair and you have a smaller clown, this is a good clown to go with. It is a great looking fish, very robust looking. Again, some great looking clowns. Like, wow, I'm impressed. Another nice, heavy-bodied, robust, beautiful clown. Got that nice snowflaking pattern, but this one seems to have retained a lot of the orange, which I think makes for a great color combination. Really awesome. Very happy with that clown. I actually really personally like that clown a lot. That's cool. And to deviate away from Ocellaris for a second, we have this very, very fast, but also very beautiful yellow Clarky clown. Really nice. It is actually like unexpectedly yellow. Like, I know the thing said yellow, but yeah, I was expecting it to be a bit more orange. It's a very pretty fish. It's very nice and yellow. Gorgeous fish all around. Kind of an interesting take on the standard Clarky clown. And a little different for somebody who wants something a little different than an Ocellaris. Really cool. And because these two are kind of hanging out side by side here, and show them both off at the same time, save myself a little bit of time. Just gorgeous, kind of Wyoming white style clowns, mostly white body, little patches of orange still left, especially on this guy over here. A lot more white on that one, but both of them make for some absolutely beautiful clowns. A personal favorite of mine, we have the Bisincus clownfish. Not sure why. I couldn't really tell you why they're one of my favorite clowns. I don't know, just look at them. I think they're really cool. Really pretty fish, and a lot of Bisincus just get some really good color to them. The eyes kind of have a nice blue sheen. The one spot on them is kind of neat. All around, I really like these guys. I could be here all night showing you all the varieties of really cool clowns we have, but we've got some other fish to get to. So let's say we call it with the OG itself. Where would we be in clownfish keeping if it wasn't for this guy right here, the original Ocellaris clown? Really awesome fish. There's a reason they're so popular. They're hardy, they're fun, they're beautiful, they're so interesting, even in their original wild forms. I absolutely love them. Speaking of fish I absolutely love, yeah, I know that's like 90% of these videos, but bear with me. These guys here are a personal favorite of mine. This is the black cap basslet. Really, really cool basslet species. They get a little bigger than some of the smaller basslets, but not as big as the big basslets. So, you know, nice mid-range size fish for you. Nice vibrant purples with that cool just streak of dark black across them. All around amazing looking fish. And hanging out with them here. Speaking of beautiful purple fish, you can never go wrong with a Royal Grandma. Love these guys too. Especially being a Caribbean native. Really awesome. Another personal favorite of mine. I know, it's almost like I'm the one who chooses fish to film in these videos. We have the golden sleeper gobies. I love these. There's a ton of different sand sifting gobies out there, and a lot of variety, taste for everyone, which is great to hear. And personally, I just really like these guys. They're extremely communicable. They pair up and group up much easier than many of the other goby species. They're good at their job, and they're really pretty. I like the neon stripe under the eye. As they mature, that gold goes past the lips and all over the head. All around, real cool fish. Absolutely love them. Frankly, I can't remember if I talked about dragon wrasse last week, but I love dragon wrasse. They're one of my favorite fish, so we're talking about dragon wrasse this week. Sometimes also called the reindeer wrasse. These guys are just a really intelligent, really inquisitive wrasse species. I mean, you can always just see these guys working out problems, checking out the tank, exploring all over. They're bold, they're fearless, they're awesome. I absolutely love dragon wrasses. And they are really, really intelligent fish, which is just a cool thing to interact with and watch. Absolutely love these guys. And of course, not to be ignored, we do have some beautiful tobacco basslets. I think I've made it clear by now that I do love basslets. These guys are a really awesome little basslet species. These guys kind of remind me almost like lingcod. I don't know if anybody's from up north, but they kind of remind me of a little lingcod, which is cool. Yeah, awesome little dudes. Up next on this week's list are some absolutely gorgeous clams we have in right now. Really nice, big, beautiful clams. Absolutely love these things. Really cool to see. Don't see them in too often anymore, so it's always a treat when I do. And these guys are going to help me segue into that weird, different part of the video. So let's get right to that. So this week, as many weeks, we have gotten tons and tons of beautiful corals in. Though if I'm going to be frank, my camera just doesn't catch how beautiful some of these corals really are. This kind of pan shot is just to show you there's a lot of variety. But what I'm gonna do now is, thankfully, some of the kind folks who work here were nice enough to get me some beautiful up-close macro shots of some of these corals. So I'm gonna let those run in a little bit of a slideshow here, and then catch back up with you in a minute. So how was that? Nice stuff, huh? I really like the mushroom. Very, very beautiful. But coming back into the fish here, with our ever beautiful spotted sweet lips, hanging out with a real cool group of some Mono Argentavis. Beautiful, magnificent fox face. You can't say that name normally, I swear. It's the Magnificent Foxface. You can't just say Magnificent Foxface. We also have a gorgeous sailfin tang, as well as a couple of bigger one-spot fox faces. You got some nice beefy ones for those of you with your bigger tanks and your bigger fish. I don't want to put a little baby in there. Speaking of some bigger guys, we also have a nice, big, robust, beautiful blue tang. As well as, wait, there you go. I just lost him. Oh, there you are, the big, beautiful coral hogfish. Sorry, there's so many fish in this tank that are like black and yellow. I kind of lost them for a second. All in all, though, beautiful stuff. Gorgeous flamingo tang. Absolutely love to see it. Tank full of really cool things. Of course, you didn't think that one blue tang was going to be enough for a video, did you? Of course not. Who are you talking to? Look at me. So, of course, we've got a whole school of little guys. Especially if you're looking to start up a smaller tank, or you just like raising your fish up from babies. Perfect time to come get a nice little well-started blue hippo tang. And to go along with them, we also have a nice handful of some gorgeous, large, robust black ocellaris clowns. A lot of the clowns this week came in absolutely excellent. Just big-bodied, healthy, wonderful. You love to see it. I feel as if I haven't been kind enough to invertebrates recently. So I'd say we feature a few of them before we rock on into our last few fish of the week. Starting off with a personal and fan favorite, the ever adorable scarlet blood shrimp. Really awesome. And similar, we have the wonderful cleaner shrimps. Absolutely love these guys. These are really just a must-have in any reef tank. A pair of these guys will do so much for you. And they're just fun to have. And of course, speaking of must-haves, we have tons of different varieties of snails in right now, like your beautiful Trochus snails. Really cool. These guys can actually flip themselves back over. So if you have issues flipping over snails all the time, great snail to have, good algae eaters. Hanging around back there, beautiful little Nassarius snails, sometimes called your little zombie snails. They like to root around in the sand bed and keep it clean for you, and then they'll also come up and eat scraps whenever there's excess food in the tank. Really cool to have around. Of course, can't go wrong with the OG. Your amazing Estrella turbo snails. These guys are just powerhouse cleaners. Awesome snails to have. Definitely, when you're starting up a tank, one of the first things you should have getting it ready. Speaking of which, of course, you can never go wrong with all your adorable little blue leg hermit crabs. Wonderful little guys. They're, again, just great at keeping tanks clean. Just an awesome little custodians for your tank. I have the feeling this video is probably getting kind of long, especially with that new middle segment. So I'm going to start getting us towards the end here. But I promise, this video is long because there are tons of beautiful fish to show off, and I just don't know in which order to do so. But next up on our list, something I wish I featured more often, but sometimes I just kind of forget to. But I absolutely love, which is the Watchman Goby. Specifically, these guys are the gorgeous neon yellow Watchman Gobies. And as the name states, they're kind of a watchdog for the pistol shrimp, which is really cool. They have a symbiotic relationship where in the burrow behind that goby there, you can't see it unfortunately, but because he's doing his job, there's a little pistol shrimp hanging out with him. So they share the burrow together. The pistol shrimp has bad vision, so the goby acts as his eyes. The pistol shrimp is a great engineer, building them both a nice, wonderful home. An awesome relationship. Very cool to observe in person. And as we wind down towards the end, of course I was going to talk about predators. We know how I feel about predators. Love my predator fish. Especially this absolutely gorgeous clown grouper. Beautiful. Absolutely love it. Really coming into those colors now. Just an amazing looking fish. Hanging out with a harlequin tusk. Nice green wolf eel, although, again, I think that's more blue than green. Little pink-tailed trigger. Huma trigger. Big old zebra eel. Princess parrot. A beautiful lionfish. And finally, to end the week off, in a less than conventional manner, we have the Scopus tang. We have a handful of these guys in right now, and I gotta say, a lot of people walk past the Scopus tang, and I don't know why. They are actually really inquisitive, really beautiful, wonderful tangs. I mean, they're nearly identical in heron and such as the yellow tang, making them a great starter tang. And if you really actually get to look at them, some people just pass them off and say, oh, that's a brown tang, kind of cool, I guess. But if you really look at them, like this guy, his beautiful orange eyes, wonderful stripes around the body, lots of hints of blues and whites. I don't know. I don't know why so many people sleep on Scopas tangs. I just wish they didn't. I've got one in my tank. I absolutely love him. I think they're wonderful fish. Alrighty, that's going to do it for this week's video. Let me know what you guys thought about the coral slideshow. I thought it was a really cool addition. I love seeing it. And those are all corals currently in the store right now. Some really nice stuff. Definitely come check them out. But until next time, please like, comment, subscribe. And any of our new or local customers looking for anything cool or interesting, feel free to email us at contact@exoticaquatic.com. We'd love to see them get in for you. Until next time.